What's a sequel is better than the original? Age of Empires 2. I'll beat you back to Age of Empires. Me when I am in a bar fight and the guy starts shouting as his clothes turn from blue to red. Wololo. Roses are red. Violets are blue. Wololo. Now roses are too. The Dark Knight, 2008. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Career advice from the Joker. If you're good at something, never do it for free. It's not about the money, it's about sending a message. Everything burns. What a masterful performance by Heath Ledger. To quote a review on his performance, the Joker represents the hole in which much of humanity's irrational predilections toward violence is collectively stored and ignored by our cultural memory until it can't be. The Empire Strikes Back. As much as I love A New Hope, I've got to agree. Young me left the cinema in a state of shock, but looking back I can see the brilliance. Yeah, I hated it as a 9-year-old because my favorite character lost his hand and my second favorite was a popsicle. Now I'm 51 and even my choice of favorite character has changed. Portal 2. As much as I enjoyed the original, Portal 2 plus its co-op mode of puzzles was amazing. Loved playing through it with my brother. It feels like Portal 1 is still needed before 2 to not miss out on some things, though. Which isn't a problem either, since it's only a couple hours long. Oh no, absolutely not saying Portal 1 is bad, I've played it through multiple times and would recommend it to anyone who asked. I just rate Portal 2 better, especially if you have a co-op partner to play it with. The single-player campaign is still good though. Oh look, your old friend. Deadly neurotoxin. You are a terrible person. It's right here, we weren't even testing for that. Portal 2 Gladys is all you need to make the game better. And she's not just funny either in Portal 2, she plays Malice really well. Oh. It's you. Look, we both did a lot of things you're going to regret. I love her sass, even if she's the enemy through most of it, I can't hate her. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. I think this one belongs at the top of the list because it wasn't just a really good sequel, it actually redefined Star Trek's entire aesthetic for the next couple of decades and also brought the franchise back from the dead. Star Trek, the motion picture is probably the one Star Trek movie that most resembles the series it's based on, being less about space battles and more about peaceful exploration, discovery, and thoughtful ideas. However, I feel like they were so proud of their special effects that they couldn't bear to edit down any of their effect scenes, making for a very, very, very boring and slow-paced movie. Do you see all the work we put into making this amazing, detailed model of the Enterprise? I know your jaws are dropping right now, taking in all that gorgeous detail. Don't worry, we'll make sure you're able to get a good look at it before we move on to this psychedelic space phenomenon. Whoa, it looks so crazy, doesn't it? It's just mesmerizing. We'll let you just sit back and take it in for a while. Meanwhile, moviegoers, nothing is happening. You pretty much nailed it. The movie is definitely in the theme of seeking out new life forms and exploring new worlds, so to speak, but it's very much a glacially paced film. They definitely wanted to show off the special effects budget for sure, hence the infamous Enterprise flyby. That said, another part of the story is that the movie was the definition of crunch time. They had to rush to both edit and finish special effects to literally the last minute. The print delivered to the premiere was still wet from how close they cut it. The director wasn't thrilled with some of the decisions made due to that crunch, which is why he supervised the 2001 director's cut, which was just restored in 4K this year. While the issues are still there, it definitely helps with the pacing a lot more, and is worth a watch. Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 had better pilot mechanics and options. Titanfall 1 had better titans and maps. Oh, and Titanfall 2 had that level in the middle of the single player. The greatest level of any game ever. The time travel mission? Yep, effect and cause. Assassin's Creed 2. It is a good life we lead, brother. The best. May it never change. And may it never change us. Singing intensifies. Stay your blade from the innocent. Hide in plain sight. Never compromise the brotherhood. We work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins. Nothing is true, everything is permitted. 22 years ago, I stood where I stand now and watch as my loved ones die, betrayed by those I had called friends. Vengeance clouded my mind, it would have consumed me, were it not for the wisdom of a few strangers. My wife. My wife is also way better than the prequel. I quote my writer was thinking putting me in that situation. Terminator 2. Borderlands 2. I'm Torg and I'm here to ask you one question and one question only. Explosions? Did you know that 97% of all living things on Pandora aren't exploding right now? That's bullshit. Bye Torg. Rescuers Down Under. The scene with Joanna stealing the eggs from the lunchbox will always make me laugh. Those are not Joanna's eggs. Gets me every freaking time. My mental facilities are twice what yours are, yippee brain. McLeach admitting he's only twice as smart as a lizard. I didn't make it all the way through 3rd grade for nothin'. Song 2 Blur. Hoo. Us Constitution Articles of Confederation. I heard the Constitution was basically unplayable until the Bill of Rights patch. Gotta admit, anti-federalist dev team went crazy with the 9th Amendment. It pretty much just runs in the background and doesn't do anything. Shook Ones Part 2. Captain America, The Winter Soldier. Spider-Man 2, Raimi. The Power of the Sun. In the Palm of My Hand. God, I love Doc Ock. Loved Alfred Molina's performance and Danny Elfman's theme for him. Road Warrior. I had watched Road Warrior like a dozen times before seeing the first Mad Max. Boy, what a different experience. I love them both, but they're wildly different movies. Toe Cutter is a genuinely terrifying villain. Fun fact that gets reposted a lot, the same actor that played Toe Cutter played Immortan Joe in Fury Road. Shrek 2, even though 1 and 2 are really great. Street Fighter 2. Yes, there's a Street Fighter 1. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. That's where it's at. Uncharted 2. The train level blew my young mind back in the day. Red Dead Redemption 2. Evil Dead 2. Thor, Ragnarok. Addams Family Values. Gomez, I have seen the unholy maggots which feast in the dark recesses of the human soul. Morticia there at camp. Debbie, isn't he a lady killer? Gomez, acquitted. Personally, I think it's Kung Fu Panda 2. The first was no doubt amazing, but Lord Shen exist. The second movie sustained and improved the first movie offered, the score was amazing, the comedy is still funny, but most importantly the drama and emotional pang still hits hard. Overall, amazing trilogy TBH. I'm with you on 2 being the best, there's just something about it that just pushes it over the edge for me over 1. I think the martial arts in 2 is way better. That being said, I think the scene in 1 Tai Lung escapes from prison is the best in the series. Best scene is Poe finding inner peace for me. Bruh, when the montage finally gets to the part where the music stops and Po's mom puts Poe in the basket, and it's no longer in 2D animation, and it cuts to adult Po's face panting because this is a vivid memory, then you see her smiling through tears as she kisses him goodbye, so hell be as quiet as possible. Like damn, it started giving me the feels just typing that. The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Hell, add for a few dollars more. That showdown was downright powerful. Paddington 2. It's the Godfather 2 of Peruvian bear movies. Edit, just in case you were unaware of Paddington's lineage, peru.wcs.org.